This video is about the Tegart styrofoam nuke box. In this video, we talk about how to prepare the box, how to make a pallet for it, how to make a hive stand for it, and how to make a winter wrap. It has a lot of good features, but the number one thing in my mind is that you can feed through the entrance hole. The bottom of the nuke box is designed as the feeder holder. The box and lid are made from polystyrene with plastic reinforcements. The box arrives without an entrance hole, so you have to drill it, and the height of the hole is really up to you. My goal is to have a 2-liter volume feeder where the syrup comes right up to the top of the bottom bar. Doesn't touch the wax comb, but comes right to it. So to measure the height of the hole, I add 2 liters of water and mark the inside with a tape measure so I know the height that I want for the volume of 2 liters of syrup. Now I'm marking the location of the frames because the entrance hole is not perfectly in the center. If it was, it would be blocked by the middle frame. So the entrance hole has to be offset to one side, between frame 2 and 3. This is how they come, 48 pallet, lids and boxes. I'm using 1-inch ID PVC pipe as the entrance. The bottom of the hole is the bottom of the pipe. This is a quick eject the hole saw. It makes it easy to remove the cord. The nuke box will hold 4 frames in a feeder, but I prefer to use 5 frames and use the bottom of the box as the feeder. So that's the entrance hole. You can see that it's slightly offset and it's between 2 frames, frame 2 and 3. The entrance pipe is installed slightly proud on the outside and flush on the inside. On the outside, proud so that rainwater doesn't run inside the nuke box. And this is a template that places the hole in the same spot of every single nuke box. I drilled the hole out of the other 47 nuke boxes in the exact same position. And then here we're just sanding the burrs out of the entrance pipes. This first coat of paint is just a durable primer. So I paint the bottoms first and then flip them over with the lid on and paint the top and the sides. And the second and final coat is just a exterior grade paint that is colored, and I chose 6 different colors so that we help these orient their box. And again, paint the bottoms first, and then flip them over, put a couple of sticks underneath so it doesn't stick to the bottom of the spinning table, and then finish painting the entire box with the lid on. And you can see that this is in a plastic tent. So that there's a area sealed off in the warehouse to take this wherever. This paint booth was made using a 10-foot by 10-foot tent wrapped with Pallet. We use these nuke boxes for 3 purposes. We use them in the springtime to transfer weak, overwintered colonies into so they can benefit from the warmth. Then April, May, we put our nukes into these boxes and grow them to a full 5-frame nuke before transferring them into standard equipment. And then June, July, August, we use them to rear queens in. They're a great queen rearing box, and the different colors help the queens orient back to the colony after mating. And then here are the finished nuke boxes without the entrance tubes. So the paint actually goes into the entrance hole. Now I'm making a shim for the entrance pipe so that it has a strong friction fit between the PVC pipe and the styrofoam in the box. But also what it does is I put the shim on the top of the hole, which gives a slight downward angle to the pipe. Again, helping prevent water from going into the nuke box. And using a high quality silicone, we're sealing the PVC entrance pipe into the styrofoam nuke box. We number our newt boxes for record keeping. And now there's 48 completed newt boxes numbered and ready for the field. We put these on custom-made pallets. The pallet fits exactly 8 newt boxes, two side by side facing in each of the 4 directions. I'll just use this to demonstrate how we place the newt boxes on the pallet. And then the pallet gets put on a stand, and then the pallet gets wrapped with a winter wrap. And so this next part of the video, this next video will be on manufacturing the pallet itself. We use treated lumber for bottom board pallets, 5 top boards, 2 4-inch on the outside and 3 6-inch on the inside. And they are arranged in a pattern so that the newt boxes have support on all 4 sides. And here, just squaring the pallet off before we put staples in and finish the board placements. The bottom of the pallet has 3 boards, and they are placed, the outer boards are placed 5 inches in from the end to line up with the hive stands. And that gives the beekeeper toe space as they stand right beside the newt boxes, and then their toes fit underneath the pallet. And the pallets stack neatly on top of the newt boxes, and that allows us to transport, a full pallet, 48 in one stack on the truck. We manufacture pallet stands as well, so that there is a 20-inch height for the beekeeper to work comfortably standing without having to bend over, and that way a beekeeper can work very comfortably in the bee yard at any time. With the toe space underneath, we put 4 newt boxes on each pallet, 2 side by side facing in different directions. And different colors, alternating colors, so it allows the bees to orient more easily to each of their newt boxes. And the process starts with assembling the legs. We use the tabletop surface because it is dead flat, and it gives us a 90-degree, almost perfect 90-degree angle between the leg and the frame of the hive stand. All the staples that are used here are 1.5 inches in length with a 7/16 crown. The gussets are for strength, but they're also to help square the legs to the hive stands. And there's the finished hive stands painted. And now we're moving on to manufacturing the pallet wraps themselves. The pallet wraps start with a pattern making, and here we're using craft paper, ruler's tape, and a felt pen marker. The first stage is to mark out the flat dimensions of the pallet wrap. The pattern is made. It will fold in. The four sides come together and sewn together into like a top cover. I'm just using a regular tarp. I bought a heavy-duty tarp, 12 by 16, and cut it up into 6 even pieces. And so now we will tape the pattern down to the tarp, and then cut to hold it in place, and then cut the tarp material into the shape of the pattern. Tarp will be on the wrong side when we assemble it. So I'm just punching a hole on one side where the grommet will go as a marker. And you'll see later on in the video of how we use that hole. And then here I'm using weights. These are antique irons, weights to put an edge on the tarp. And then I will hold the edge in place with the binder clips. And then once the tarp is basically clipped all the way around, edges are sewn together, and then the corners are sewn. And then the final step before sewing is to mark where the sewing machine will sew up the corners. We don't have a clip of the sewing. We'll show that in a future video when we demonstrate how we manufacture our winter tarps. Now, grommet placement, that hole punch is where the small hole punch I did in the previous clip was. So the hole punch knocks the hole out, which allows us to put a 7/8 inch brass grommet in place. Hung on a wooden table, but there's a 4x4 post directly below the con spot, so the table doesn't move at all. It's solid. It'd be better on an anvil, but you work with what you've got. It's inexpensive to make your own bungees. We use a hog clip. So those are hog pliers and a hog clip, like in pig, hog. They're designed for the upholstery business. And we use that to pinch the ends of the rubber bungee. It prevents them from fraying, and it allows a larger size to grip into the hook. And we can pull all you can on that bungee, and it won't separate the hook from the bungee cord. It's a really good system. The grommets are 3.5 inches from the end, so that means the bungee doesn't block the number or the entrance, and the bungee cord is out of the way of the forks from the forklift. So they're just to the edges, and that allows the forklift to go in without pinching into the pallet, without pinching the bungee cord. So here's the finished product. It was 2 days work, maybe 2.5 days work. And there they are in the field. And in the next 2 weeks, we will go through our winter colonies, pull out any weak ones and transfer them to these nukes. And then there they'll be cared for, fed through the bottom entrance hole, treated as needed, and ready for spring pollination. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video and look forward to the next one.
Thank you for watching this video. If you want to learn more about bees, here are a few ways Honeybee Center can help. First, make sure you subscribe to our channel for more beekeeping tips and tricks delivered straight to your inbox. Interested in our education programs and products? Check out honeybeecenter.com to learn more. For beekeeping updates and a behind-the-scenes look, you have lots of options to follow us on social media. You can find us at Honeybee Center Kids on Instagram, as well as at Honeybee Center on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more content.